Buddy Valastro's story is often told through bright television screens, towering celebration cakes, and the lively atmosphere of a famous bakery that became a global sensation. To millions of viewers, he represents creativity, ambition, and the energy of someone who turned a family craft into an international brand. His journey from a small neighborhood bakery in New Jersey to worldwide recognition is frequently celebrated as a success story built on talent, discipline, and family tradition. Yet behind the polished television image lies a far more complex life shaped by responsibility, pressure, personal setbacks, and physical hardship. His path was not simply a rise to fame, but a continuous struggle to balance business demands, family expectations, and personal well-being. From childhood lessons in a bakery kitchen to leading a growing empire under the spotlight, every stage of his life came with sacrifices that were not always visible to the public. This rewritten account explores his life in depth, focusing on the experiences that shaped him as a person and as a professional. It follows his early beginnings, the challenges he faced after losing his father, his rise in the entertainment industry, and the personal struggles that tested his resilience. It also reflects on how he rebuilt himself after life-changing events and how he continues to redefine success beyond fame and television. Childhood and early life in the bakery. Buddy Valastro was born into an Italian-American family in Hoboken, New Jersey, where tradition and family values played a central role in everyday life. Growing up as the youngest of 5 children, he spent most of his early years inside his family's bakery. The bakery was not just a business, it was the center of family activity, discipline, and learning. From an early age, he was surrounded by the smell of fresh bread, the sound of mixers, and the constant rhythm of preparation that kept the shop running. As a child, he did not immediately step into the role of a baker. Instead, he began with small tasks that taught him the importance of discipline and attention to detail. He cleaned workstations, washed trays, and observed the older bakers carefully as they worked with precision. These early experiences gave him an understanding that baking was not only about creativity, but also about consistency, timing, and teamwork. Over time, his involvement grew. He began learning more technical skills such as mixing dough, preparing ingredients, and assisting with decorations. His father gradually introduced him to more complex tasks, recognizing his curiosity and willingness to learn. These moments became the foundation of his future career, although at the time they were simply part of daily life. What made his upbringing unique was that learning and family responsibility were deeply connected. The bakery was both a workplace and a classroom, shaping his values long before he understood the weight of the legacy he would one day inherit. Taking responsibility after his father's passing, the turning point in Buddy Valastro's life came in 1994, when his father passed away after battling illness. At just 17 years old, he suddenly found himself in a position few teenagers could imagine, responsible for continuing a family business with no formal training in management or leadership. The loss was emotional, but the practical consequences were immediate. The bakery needed direction, employees needed leadership, and customers expected the same quality they had always received. With no older family member stepping in, Buddy made the decision to leave school and take over the business. It was not a choice made for ambition, but out of necessity and responsibility. Running the bakery at such a young age required rapid maturity. He had to learn how to manage staff, handle finances, coordinate orders, and maintain quality standards. Mistakes were inevitable, but each one became a lesson. He studied customer expectations, observed industry trends, and gradually adapted the bakery to meet increasing demand. During this period, he also introduced improvements to design techniques and presentation styles, helping the bakery stand out in a competitive market. He worked long hours, often without rest, trying to ensure the business survived during a vulnerable transition period. This phase of his life shaped his identity. Instead of experiencing a typical adolescence, he was forced into adulthood early, carrying the weight of family legacy and community expectations on his shoulders, building Carlo's Bakery into a growing business as the years passed. Buddy Valastro gradually transformed the family bakery into a more structured and modern business. What began as a small neighborhood shop started to gain recognition for its quality cakes and detailed designs. His focus shifted from simply maintaining the bakery to expanding its reputation and reach. He introduced new techniques influenced by evolving trends in cake design, particularly in wedding and event cakes. Attention to visual detail became a signature aspect of the bakery's identity. He also worked on improving efficiency within the shop, organizing staff roles more clearly and refining production processes to meet growing demand. Marketing played an increasingly important role in the bakery's growth. Features in local publications and wedding magazines helped attract attention beyond the immediate community. Word-of-mouth recommendations also contributed significantly to the bakery's expanding customer base. Despite the growth, the workload remained intense. Buddy continued to take on multiple responsibilities, often balancing creative work with business management. The bakery's reputation expanded, but so did the pressure to maintain consistency and quality. This stage marked the transition from a local family business into a recognized regional brand. However, success came with its own challenges, including increased expectations, operational stress, and the difficulty of scaling a traditional craft-based business. Rise to fame through television, the next major transformation in Buddy Valastro's life came in 2009, when his bakery was chosen as the setting for a reality television series. The show introduced audiences to the fast-paced environment of the bakery, showcasing both the creative process and the daily challenges involved in running the business. The program quickly gained popularity. Viewers were drawn to the combination of artistic cake design, family interactions, and the high-pressure environment of custom orders and deadlines. The bakery became a global attraction, and the show was broadcast in numerous countries, turning Buddy into a widely recognized television personality. However, the success of the show brought significant changes to his life. The bakery was no longer just a workplace. It became a filming location, a tourist destination, and a brand under constant public observation. This increased visibility brought financial growth and new opportunities, including spin-off shows and expanded business ventures. At the same time, the demands became overwhelming. Filming schedules, customer expectations, and business operations often overlapped. The boundary between personal life and professional responsibility became increasingly blurred. While the show portrayed entertainment and success, the reality behind the scenes involved long working hours, constant pressure, and limited personal time. The visibility of the bakery brought both opportunity and exhaustion, public pressure and personal setbacks. As Buddy Valastro's fame increased, so did the scrutiny of his personal life. With greater visibility came higher expectations, and even small mistakes were amplified in the public eye. Managing a growing business while maintaining a television career placed immense strain on his schedule and well-being. One of the most difficult moments in his public life occurred in 2014, when he faced legal trouble following a driving incident. The situation attracted widespread media attention and led to public criticism. It was a turning point that forced him to reflect on the consequences of stress, overwork, and personal exhaustion. Following the incident, he publicly acknowledged the mistake and took steps to reassess his priorities. He reduced certain professional commitments and focused more on family and business stability. This period marked a shift in how he approached his responsibilities, emphasizing balance rather than constant expansion. Although the setback affected his reputation temporarily, it also became a moment of reflection. It highlighted the pressure that comes with sustained public visibility and the importance of personal well-being in high-demand careers. The 2020 accident and life-changing injury in 2020, Buddy Valastro experienced one of the most serious and unexpected challenges of his life. While at home, he suffered a severe hand injury caused by a mechanical malfunction involving a bowling machine. The accident occurred suddenly and resulted in significant damage to his dominant hand. The injury required immediate medical attention and multiple surgeries over an extended recovery period. Doctors worked to repair tendons, nerves, and muscles, but the severity of the damage meant that recovery would be slow and uncertain. For someone whose career depended heavily on fine motor skills and manual precision, the injury was particularly devastating. The ability to decorate cakes, handle tools, and perform detailed work was temporarily compromised. During recovery, he stepped away from public appearances and reduced involvement in business operations. The period was emotionally and physically challenging, as he faced uncertainty about whether he would fully regain his previous capabilities. Despite the difficulty, he began rehabilitation and gradually retrained his hand movements. The process required patience, persistence, and adaptation to new physical limitations. Recovery, family support, and rebuilding routine. The recovery period following the accident was not only about physical healing, but also emotional adjustment. Buddy Valastro relied heavily on his family during this time, particularly as he navigated uncertainty about his professional future. His children and wife played an important role in supporting him through rehabilitation and daily challenges. Family life became a central focus, offering stability during a period of disruption. The experience also shifted his perspective on work, highlighting the importance of time, health, and personal relationships. As his recovery progressed, he slowly returned to baking activities. However, his approach had changed. Tasks that once felt routine now required more effort and care. He adapted to his condition rather than rushing back to previous levels of intensity. This period reinforced a more balanced approach to life and work. Instead of focusing solely on expansion and output, he began prioritizing sustainability, mentorship, and long-term family involvement in the business. Legacy and life beyond fame today. Buddy Valastro continues to be involved in baking and business, but his focus has evolved significantly. Rather than carrying every responsibility himself, he places greater emphasis on teaching and guiding the next generation. His children are increasingly involved in the business, learning the skills and values that define the family legacy. His career is no longer defined only by television appearances or business expansion. It is also shaped by resilience, adaptation, and the ability to continue despite setbacks. The challenges he has faced, both personal and professional, have redefined how he approaches success. He continues to work in the kitchen, manage projects, and contribute creatively, but with a more measured pace. His priorities now include family stability, mentorship, and maintaining the identity of the bakery as a family-driven institution. Conclusion: Buddy Valastro's journey reflects more than fame or television success. It is a story shaped by early responsibility, sudden loss, professional pressure, personal mistakes, and life-changing injury. Each stage of his life contributed to a deeper understanding of resilience and adaptation. From a young boy learning in a small bakery to a global television figure, his path was never simple or predictable. It required constant adjustment, sacrifice, and determination. The challenges he faced did not end with success. They evolved alongside it. Today, his story continues not as a finished achievement, but as an ongoing process of rebuilding, teaching, and balancing personal life with professional legacy. It stands as a reminder that success is not only measured by visibility or growth, but also by the ability to endure, recover, and continue forward despite adversity.